Trying to understand is like straining through muddy water. Have the patience to wait. Be still and allow the water to settle. That was a quote from, or part of a quote from Ching, chapter 16, by Lao Tzu. How's it going, everyone? I bow to no man. This will be another episode of Books for Trolls, specifically the Ching. Lao Tzu was the founder of Taoism. Anybody who watches this channel knows I'm a fan of Taoism. They have a martial art called Bagua, which was based on Taoism, which has to do with fluidity of changes, or spontaneity, let's call it, as a way of being. All right. So basically, I don't know if you all can tell, but I'm depressed today. I'm depressed and sad. There's a difference. I spent New Year's dancing, and I drank a little bit. I normally don't drink. Running, I ran a lot. I'll make a video and I'll go over what that was all about, what I did. But I entered a race and I ran almost twice as much as the race indicated, because I ran there, I ran back, I ran another race just for fun, and then I ran the race that I signed up for on top of it. So I kind of illegally ran a race on it, which I've done that before. But okay, so what is the Ching about? I'll put hyperlinks to it, but essentially it is what it is, as they say. But I'll go over a few of the things. And the audiobook is turbo cheap because it's old, all right? And as we all know, the older the cheaper, all right? So the one, as they call it, the one or oneness is the essence of Taoism, the energy of life, and it enables things and beings to be truly themselves and in accord with the Tao, all right? So let's say, for instance, I'm sad and depressed, but I'm not going to fight against that. I'm just going to be like, whatever, right? And just kind of, a lot of people will try to push away from it or fight the way out of it. No, you're depressed for a reason. That's your body or sad. That's your experience telling you something isn't right. But even then, just changing it isn't an option, or it wouldn't be there in the first place, right? Assuming we went through the proper steps, which I have. So it's just, I'm stuck with it. So rather than try to stave it off or something, I just wallow in it, I guess you could say, to where I just let it be. All right, so oneness. Wu Wei is the method of following the Tao, right? It's translated sometimes as uncontrived or spontaneous and natural action, or as natural non-intervention, action of inaction, let's call it, right? So another one is yin and yang. We all know that one, or most of us do. Masculine, feminine, dark and light, concrete and abstract, and the general duality of life, death, existence, non-existence, and morality versus immorality, stuff like that. The Tao itself, or the way, is also covered in this book. Virtue, which is very important to me. The sage, we all know that wizened wizard, like guy who just says the right thing at the right time and knows what to do. That guy or gal. Non-action and stillness, all right? Very important to know when not to do something and how to be internally quiet and still. That's kind of what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm sad and depressed, but ultimately, if a gong sounds in the wilderness, does anyone hear it? It also covers moderation, very important, especially to someone like myself. I'm very extreme. Ruling, that also is very important to me. I'm an oldest child, and so I kind of grew up with forced leadership. And war, one of my favorite subjects. So it covers quite a bit. But all right, I want you all to go ahead and download it. It's like 99 cents for the audiobook. I recommend audiobooks over regular books just because, to me, the whole audio-visual learning and what kind of learner are you, it's too bottlenecked. You learn. You're going to learn no matter what. It just to what degree, it's semantics. But all right, that's it. I'll hyperlink the books, dirt cheap. You can probably find it for free if you want to read it with your eyes, old-timey style. But all right, I'm gonna go ahead and bang out About a No Man in case anyone was wondering. Part of verse 58 of the Tao Te Ching by Lao Tzu states, disaster has its roots in happiness, and happiness lurks in disaster. Who knows when this cycle will end?